Holy crap, God, what happened to your hair?
Jeffrey, I've decided to become an SJW.
What's an SJW?
A social justice warrior. Doesn't that have a nice ring to it?
Sure, but then again, Patriot Act sounds great too.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means some things can be misleading, God.
An SJW obviously fights for social justice, Jeffrey.
Why does an SJW get to decide who deserves what justice?
Well, it's social justice, so a bunch of people decide, I guess.
Exactly. Where's the line between social justice and mob justice? What feels like justice to some might feel like a hate mob to others. So the line between criticism and harassment can get blurred to the point of legitimate dissent being repressed.
You don't seem to understand, Jeffrey. It's all about equality.
Oh, good. So admittance into heaven will no longer be based on discriminating against other religions, or lack thereof, right?
First of all, it's not called heaven anymore. It's my safe space.
Safe space as in a place where you can be vulnerable without fear of being judged? Or safe space as in an intrusive area where you won't be called out on your bullshit?
And secondly, Jeffrey, I won't only discriminate against religion, but also race, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity.
Wait, so now people have to be born a certain way just to get into heaven?
Not as long as you acknowledge that you're born sinful, I mean privileged, and work every day to push back against it.
How do we decide who is privileged and who isn't?
Simple. It's based on religion, race, gender, sexual orientation, disability.
Why?
Because people discriminate based on those traits.
So you're discriminating based on those traits too? Fight discrimination by discriminating?
Well, yeah, what's wrong with that? We'll take power away from the more privileged and give it to the less privileged. Sort of like a privileged Robin Hood.
Why do you think that would be a good thing?
Because privilege is unearned advantage, Jeffrey.
But unearned advantages cannot be discerned by things like race and gender alone. What if someone has more privileges, not because of their race and gender, but because they're really likable or talented and worked really hard and got what they deserved? And what if someone else has fewer privileges, not because of their race and gender, but because they're an incompetent, obnoxious asshole?
But it's a lot easier to just look at someone's race and gender and make assumptions.
Which is exactly where racism and sexism comes from. This is a hypocritical, collectivist attitude employing guilt by association, greatly disrespecting and devaluing the individual in favor of general assumed lived experience.
So? Jeffrey, I've been doing shit like that for thousands of years. Haven't you ever read the Bible? The sins of the father.
Yeah, and even your own chosen people were seen as oppressors with all the privilege, so the Nazis took steps to discriminate against them to correct the imbalance of power they thought existed. So to the Nazi, the Holocaust looked like justice. So if you're basing your notions of justice on things like ethnicity alone, then you'll end up doing the very thing you're fighting against. And rather than working to correct discrimination, you'll be working to perpetuate it, thereby creating even more divisiveness and injustice.
Seriously? You're gonna throw Godwin's Law at me now?
Sorry, God, but you don't get to dismiss history by blurting out Godwin's Law. Those who don't learn from history
are doomed to repeat it. Yeah, yet another cliche.
Yet true nonetheless. God, all I'm trying to say is, he who fights with monsters might take care lest he thereby become a monster.
Oh, jackpot!
What the hell was that?
A whole busload of SJWs crashed on the way to a protest. We're about to get the first people allowed into our safe space.
OMG, what is this place?
Welcome! This is my safe space. I created it just for you.
Who are you?
I'm God.
Triggered.
Oh, wow. Which one of you let God into our safe space?
I did.
You need to get out, like seriously. Hey, can I get some muscle over here? Who wants to help me get this deity out of here?
But why?
Because it's 2016, that's why.
Actually, we're beyond space and time right now.
Stop gunsplaining! Be quiet! It's not about being beyond space and time. It's not. It's about creating a home here.
Retweet!
Triggered.
And you are the most privileged being in the universe, that's why.
Jeffrey, why are they all snapping?
It's how they clap.
Triggered.
Why does that girl keep saying triggered?
Oh, she thinks she has PTSD.
Triggered.
But that's Sally Wellington. She spent her entire life living comfortably off a trust fund left to her by her wealthy parents.
Triggered.
Someone disagreed with her on Twitter once.
Oh, wow.
I know, who cares, right?
I care.
Triggered.
Someone disagreed with her?
Triggered.
Why didn't the Ministry of Trust and Safety do anything about that?
What is required?
Get God fired.
What is required?
Get God fired.
I said, what is required?
Get God fired.
Ah, what the hell? Damn you, Lucy.
Hold it right there, shit, Lord. You better not talk to her like that.
But she stabbed me in the ass with a frickin' pitchfork.
Yeah, and she's punching up, but you're punching down.
I'm sorry.
You're apologizing?
Yeah, I guess.
Great. Here's our list of demands, starting with your resignation.
I didn't even...
Oh, those deity tears are so delish.
I said I'm sorry.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Yeah!
What the hell is on their faces?
Oh, that's period blood.
Oh, come on. This cartoon is taking things way too far.
Actually, no, it isn't.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. Wait, what the hell are you doing here?
I got banned.
Triggered. This place sure is safe. Lonely, but safe.
Come right in and please rob this bank. I'll hold your money bag open while you shove stolen money into it.
To hell with you, super reverse psychology, man. I'm never gonna rob this bank. Never.
Damn! Foiled again. Please, whatever you do, don't subscribe to Dark Matter.
Wait a minute. If super reverse psychology, man, doesn't want me to subscribe to Dark Matter, then he actually does want me to subscribe. So I won't subscribe. Ha!
Damn it! You are too smart for me. I really did want you to subscribe.
Wait. If you say you really did, then you actually really didn't. Which means you were originally using reverse psychology, knowing that I was catching on.
Foiled yet again.
Which means I didn't foil you. Which means you really don't want me to subscribe to Dark Matter?
Aha!
So I should? So I shouldn't.
Ha ha ha!
Oh, but I... No. But...
Oh.
I...
This too could happen to you if you subscribe to Dark Matter. And you wouldn't want that, would you?